Hey guys, Jsnow with a basic guide on how to value your Magic the Gathering cards or find out prices. There's lots of different price apps and websites that you can use, but these are a couple of very basic ways to look up the price of a card so you don't get ripped off and you're able to make and have an idea of what cards you should be putting in your trade binders, etc. So, the first main website that we use for trades, at least in the US, in Europe, I think they use Card Market because TCG Player isn't big in Europe, and also TCG Player is an American company. So, if you're looking for cards, what I mostly do is you either type in the name of the card that you want, or you can even go into the Magic and then click Search Advanced Search. So on the Advanced Search page, you also have the set symbol and the set names, which is very good if you're confused as what the set symbol looks like or what set it's from. So, for example, we'll click on Dominaria. So when you click on Dominaria, if you set by high to low, you can see exactly what's worth the most. It goes by market price. It used to just show you the seller prices on the main page, but they keep changing the UI for some reason. I don't know why they do that. But for example, let's look at Teferi Hero Dominaria. So we'll click on Teferi Hero Dominaria. So first things first is of course the market price, but you also want to make sure there's not any other versions. So if there's a button that says View All Versions, click that and make sure you see that everything is there. So for example, this one has a Mythic Edition version, which is over $100. The pre-release version, which is the promo version, which means it has the yellow stamp on it, and then the regular version right here. So this one has 3 different versions, but let's... So the market price of Teferi Hero Dominaria is $25.44 for normal and $48.53 for foil. And then there's also the listed median. So listed median is basically the average of what's posted right now for sale, but that doesn't indicate what's actually sold. And then the market price is more closer to what actually sold for. So I usually use the market price unless the card just got bought out, which I'll show you in a second. So for example, right here, I look at the first page of cards and make sure that the prices match or at least near the normal market price. So normal market price is 25-ish, and around here, once you get to near mint, it's about 24.50, so it's about the same, so that's a good price. So everything checks out. So this is usually the price people will use because this is where the most sellers are. For example, all these names right here are separate sellers. TCG Player is basically just the facilitator of the website. They don't actually sell you the cards unless you buy TCG Direct. Now, TCG Direct I don't think is up right now due to the whole virus situation, but you could also buy cards that come from TCG Player. Well, otherwise you're buying from individual sellers, so make sure the condition's correct and everything like that. So here's an example of a spiked card. So right here, the market price is $25.94, but because a bunch of people just bought it out of nowhere and it hasn't updated, if you look at the first page, the first near mint is actually $40. So you have to be very careful just to make sure to check the market price and the first listings to see what you want to value it at, because sometimes Magic cards will spike all the time. So you never know when a card's just going to skyrocket out of nowhere and TCG Player hasn't kept up. So that's the only slight downside to TCG Player, but it's super understandable because, of course, it's not going to instantly update it or know that somebody bought like 100 copies of the same card. Next website we use is Magic Stocks. Stonks, or whatever you want to call it. So Magic Stocks, I did not know about this website until almost a year ago, which is weird because I think it's been here for a while. But this is how I usually get rid of a lot of my cards. Like once I see it has a huge increase as far as the percentage of gains, and I check the price on TCG Player, and if it matches, I usually get rid of the card. So this is super useful. It updates about once a day, and you can filter it. So what I do is first thing I did was I went to filters, click on filters, format filter, you can pick your format you want. I just turn it off because I want to see all cards. And then reserves list, I put on hide because reserves lists are cards that will never be reprinted according to Wizards of the Coast. And those things only go up most of the time, and people buy those out all the time, so I don't feel like looking at that. So I put that to hide. And then for percentage and difference, I put on pretty much the lowest just so I can see every card that went up for fun. Otherwise, the list gets really small if you have these filters too high. So what you do here is it shows you the card, and you can highlight it. So right here, it's going to highlight the picture of the card. The picture might not always be accurate, so make sure you check the set. Because obviously cards have multiple printings. So let's take a more known card, or a more recent card. So let's have a look at Interland Harbor. So it's a land card from Dominaria, and then it's 875 to 799. So it had a 9%, almost a 10% increase from $8 to $875. And let's click on it. So what Magic Stocks also does is it loads up and it shows you the price trend. So for example, if you look at the Finance tab, you'll see when it came out in Dominaria, which shows a set symbol over here, it was about $3-ish, $4-ish. And then when we go from May 2018 to about now, May 20th, it's at the all-time high. I mean, not May 20th, June. 875 is its highest. So you can see this nice little graph here, which is pretty cool, and you can zoom it out. You can click on the card. It'll show you what it's legal in, etc. But most importantly, when trying to figure out these prices, is always check either one of these. So it shows you a bunch of other websites like Card Market for Europeans and Miniature Market, which is another place I don't really recommend buying from there. There's foils, so they're always damaged for some reason. And then TCG Player. So you can actually click the TCG Player link, and it'll take you right here. So right now the market said, what, 825 or something? So yeah, it actually looks like it's 825. First listing near mint is almost $9 actually. So that's pretty crazy. And I think I have this card. So that's pretty cool. But most importantly, forgot to mention, is there's multiple sets. So always scroll down, go to other sets, and make sure the prices of the other sets are the same. So for example, Hinterland Harbor for Innistrad, which is an older set, the price seems to be almost the same. It says 10, not 10. What do you call it? Right now, it says the average is 852. So if we go to TCG Player again, you check it. Or you can simply, instead of just doing all this, just click View All Versions and make sure all the versions are there. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or anything else about the video, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. You can subscribe for more Magic the Gathering videos. And so I hope this guide helped you, and I'll see you guys next time.